Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of Vibe with Your Boys podcast. It's Kyle the Kid and Mega the Boy. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
It's been a little minute, guys. We've been away for a minute, but a productive break from the podcast. But we felt like it was especially important to come back post-election, post a lot of stuff to discuss. Today's Thursday. We're fresh off the presidential election, and once again, our president is Donald J. Trump.
The president is Donald J. Trump. My president ain't no Donald J. Trump.
So your president, not Donald J. Trump.
No. I'm just here. So I'm just here for the bus. I'm just waiting for the bus. I'm just waiting for the bus. Okay. Wait for the bus.
Yeah, man. About 290 plus electoral college votes. It was a landslide, basically.
Yeah.
It was from the jump. From the jump. So yeah, of course we're gonna start off talking about the election, guys.
Famous words of my mom. When it was 8-3, my mom said it's over. It's over.
Hey, we was on the phone. The first states that came through, I think it was like Kentucky,
Bro,
and
8-3, bro.
and it was 8-3. His mom came in the room and said, "It's over.
It's over. It's over.
It's over."
Oh,
I'm like,
boy.
"Nah, it's not over yet, bro. This is just the beginning, bro."
She was right though.
She was right.
Yeah, she was right.
OG was not wrong.
Been around for a while. She know when it's over.
She done seen a few of these
She
things.
done seen a few of these, man.
It start out that way?
Yep,
Nah,
time to
nope. But yeah, we're gonna start off with talking about the election, not just the election day and the results, but kind of what led up to it, and how we feel about everything that's transpired, and the backlash and fall from it, of everything. So yeah, man, we went into 2024 and we went into the summer with Joe Biden being our Democratic nominee. Of course, he's the incumbent president.
Right.
So usually when your party is in office, the president, continues to go for a second term. But a lot of people was feeling like from a while now, even from when he won the first time over the years, that his sharpness has just deteriorated.
Vividly.
The sleepy Joes, the falling, walking down the steps, and
Nigga been falling since 2021. Well, falling
His-
2021.
his dog been in the White House biting people and everything. His dog old, he old, everything just old. You know what I'm saying? And for a while, we was thinking like, is he gonna make it to the next term? Like, should he step down? And people have even made the point in the last few days to say that Joe Biden has said that he was supposed to be a transitional president to get us out of the pandemic, stabilize us a little bit for the next wave of Democrats to come through, whoever they select, whoever the people should select to come after him. He decided he was going to run again. I don't know what the conversation was. The Democratic Party, they seen him deteriorate and not be as sharp as he once was, and they fell in line behind him, probably to no contest. And what we seen from the debates with him and Trump, it wasn't pretty.
No, it wasn't.
It
He
wasn't
had no business on that stage at any point against anybody, not just Trump. Against anybody.
And he was, Joe Biden has always had like a stutter and a speech impediment, but this was like he seemed very spacey. He seemed like not as quick to be rebuttal. If you know about Joe Biden from 2008, he was quick with it.
Quick with it,
Slick with it.
Yes,
like, you know what I'm saying? Comebacks. You know what I'm saying?
sarcastic.
At times, Obama would have to tell him, like, yo, you got to watch what you say. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be going so hard. Every now and then he would do a little jab, but it just wasn't hitting the same. So 3 weeks after that, Biden finally decided to step down as far as being the Democratic nominee, to where he immediately endorsed his VP, Kamala Harris, to be the Democratic nominee and push forward with his movement,
Right.
I suppose. Megan, when that happened, the whole him stepping down and endorsing her, how did you feel about that? Like, what was going through your head?
I felt like they were a year and a half too late. Like even before the whole thing happened, we used to have conversations like, why is he the one that they're pushing to the forefront? And you to step down 3 months or 4 months right before the election, I feel like there was no point of it. And see it through, because at the end of the day, it's either they're gonna vote for you or they not, and either gonna vote for them for her or they not. Like you didn't put nobody in the forefront to make to push for us to be like, okay, we like this person, or this is the person that's gonna help us get over whatever's going on in the economy now or whatever. So I feel like it was a waste. I feel like it was just a waste.
Well, they said he had to step down because the Democratic Party started to get pressure from the people funding them,
Sponsors and
lobbyists
but
and
here's the
stuff like
thing:
that.
you guys knew that. First, if we don't see the president every day, we see them when they make appearances, when he's falling down the stairs, but we don't see him every day. You guys been seeing him for the last 4 years. Y'all see that he wasn't ready, or he was no longer able to run a campaign or run the country. But y'all still pushing this agenda, this look in front of us, like, oh no, he's good, he's good, he's good. No, he wasn't. We knew that since 2022 he wasn't good. And like I said, the Democrat Party is the reason why we're in the position we are right now as a country, not as just people that voted for them, but as a country.
And when it comes down to
Now, I want to say this though: have you seen any candidates that the Democrats? Have you seen like any possible Democratic candidates that could have ran that caught your attention? I know you love the guy in Maryland. I forgot
I
his name.
mean Westmore, but not
Yeah, okay.
not him. Nah, it was.
Is there any
If there was
Democrats?
a time, it wasn't time for Westmore. He just became
Yeah,
governor.
Newsom.
Gavin Newsom out of California. I mean, Shapiro out of Pennsylvania. You got Pete Buttigieg, who's been around for a while. Um, just some of those guys. But the thing is, when you already know the game plan, like we're going with Biden or whatever, they're
You
not
just fall
able.
in line.
Yeah, they're not able to push themselves out and show themselves as this and that, and really speak to the American people more and more. Like you can like some of them, their ideals, and think that they're likable people, but they got to fall in line.
You know what's weird though? I feel like, and I've, Stephen A. Smith said this. I've been thinking since I've been paying attention to elections. The the Republicans, besides Donald Trump, we kind of know Donald Trump, but the Republicans always seem to like the Republican candidate always seem to just come out of nowhere. But I feel like the Democrats, we already kind of know who's gonna be that guy.
Well, yeah, because I mean, the Republican Party, of course, the Democrats do too. They hold the primaries, and who's ever people are really rallying behind, they kind of get with the program. But the Democrats, they do the primaries too, but it's more
Like we already know
it's more so like
yeah,
for like appearances,
for the
like
looks.
yeah.
This is the guy. This is the guy I got to jump behind if y'all gonna jump behind him. Yeah.
So, I think with this, he immediately endorsed Kamala Harris. There was talks about, oh, should we do a quick primary for the people to decide? And I understand why they didn't end up going that route. They didn't want to further divide the Democratic Party. Just one person to follow in behind and push forward in the last 4 months. Now, did you finish giving your thoughts of what you thought when he stepped down and she joined the party? Initially, I was in the kitchen with my grandparents, my mom, and I actually I saw the tweet and I broke the news to him, and then immediately everybody, black women all over, Angela Rye, this and that or whatever, was calling and and kind of upset that he didn't immediately endorse Kamala Harris. And I'm gonna preface my what I'm about to say by saying that I get it. She was the only option. Not the only option, but the most sensible option, I guess. But the way that black women were acting and women were acting as if this was just like Nike and the chairman and CEO just stepped down and she's the most tenured person here at Nike and she's the second rank or whatever. You know how many owners, CEOs leave companies and they bring somebody else from a different company to come run? Like, y'all were acting like she just deserved the promotion, like it was automatic, like this and that, and I never understood that.
I'm gonna be honest, it was automatic. It's 4 months.
No, for sure,
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
was
No,
4 months.
that's what I'm saying. I preface my comments by saying that she was the, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
but for them to act like it was just she did, like, how can I say, deserved it,
like
like
they was blowing out. They did such a great job that it was a no brainer. Like their tenure was just so mind blowing that
yeah, like she
yeah,
deserved it, like it's earned,
yeah,
like let's call it what it is. Kamala Harris being the Democratic nominee wasn't earned, it wasn't deserved. If For the women that are watching this podcast or whatever, black women in general, her credentials, nobody can stand next to her credentials. She
yeah, for sure.
has worked in the judicial branch, she served in Congress, and she served executive branch as being vice president or whatever. She, on paper, she's qualified. She's fought and put cartels in jail. I'm saying, like, her record can go up against anybody's as far as accomplishments. Somebody even made a point to say that, oh, technically she was more accomplished than Obama coming into the
Yeah,
and you could say all of that, great. I will push back on it and say that in 2020
yeah.
she ran in 2020. A bunch of
She
y'all
had
probably don't even know that.
she had the same accolades.
She had the same accolades minus the VP, of course,
Of course, yeah.
and she didn't make it deep into the primaries.
Because she dropped out.
She dropped out early. And you know why people drop out early or drop out anyway?
They don't
When,
stand a
when, when they see that they don't have a road
to win.
to being the nominee. There is nothing about Kamala Harris
Mhm.
in the campaigns we've seen her run then and now that shows that the American people
Trust her.
wanted her
Yeah.
to be their leader. When you hold a primary and this person holds a primary and they get pushed to the Democratic nominee and the Republican nominee, two sides of American people chose their guy or their woman.
Make the best man win.
That did not happen with Kamala Harris. She got added to Biden's ticket,
Which
was a good move,
which was a good move, yeah.
a historic move, because they ended up winning and she became the first
Madam VP.
Madam VP. And yeah, she got added to his ticket, and that's great. But they voted for Biden and Kamala.
Not Kamala.
Nobody, as old as Biden was, nobody was saying like, "Oh yeah, and if Biden dies in office, we'll be happy to have her as president." Those conversations weren't going on. I know in retrospect when people be like, "Well, the vice president, somebody steps into place when if the president dies." Bro, nobody's really thinking about that. Assassinations, even though we kind of almost had one on Donald Trump, we did have one on Donald Trump. It's not really something that people really put on their forefront as far as VPs,
Yeah.
unless we're talking about Obama. But yeah, so I just didn't like really appreciate, and they were even getting mad at Obama because initially when his first comments came out about Biden stepping down, he said that basically we should have a process or whatever. Initially, he said we should have a process, and they were coming for him, and I'm just like, bro, this is not no freaking Jerry Buzz passing down the genie Buzz, bro. We gotta make sure we got the best person for this. And technically, she did end up being the best person for it, but that just shows
At the time, yes.
that just shows how poorly Biden and the Democrats played this, because as we can see, the American people did not want Kamala Harris. All the data that was showing her being up in certain places or whatever, and this thing that they tried to show the people, it clearly wasn't as accurate as was reported. For months, I mean, it was only about 3-4 months, we did not hear from Kamala Harris. We heard about her raising money and people going out and campaigning on her behalf and raising historic amounts in this amount of time,
And bro, and you can tell, bro. I kept saying, bro, what's her plans? When is she going to speak, bro? For this, I don't know. Maybe I just got it wrong. But 4 months before election, you're supposed to be hitting the ground running. Like you're supposed to be on show. Okay, I get it. You have stretches closer to the election. That's when you really put the last
and then you
strikes,
got to get your talking points too.
whatever.
You gotta know, yeah.
But really, bro, November's an election. We probably didn't start hearing Kamala talk. What? Maybe September.
3 weeks,
Maybe the end of September.
man. Maybe the end of September. Maybe.
Like, bro, no. My issue with them is your run as a vice president in that administration didn't do that great to where you could just vibe.
Matter of fact, and I don't know if this is by design, but for a while we would be like, why don't we see her more? Like, there's
That was by design.
yeah,
I
that
don't know if you heard. Yeah, that was by design
yeah.
because they didn't. Joes were fucking falling everywhere, so they didn't want to make it seem like who's running the country.
Yeah.
So they kept her on the back. Now I do hear that she got a lot of shit done.
Mhm.
You know, like that. Matter of fact, I read an article that said, matter of fact, it might have been by CNN, I think, whatever, saying that she's probably one of the most active vice presidents in the most recent time.
Mhm.
So I do feel like she was getting her feet wet and doing shit, but people don't know that. The issue with this race is that they didn't feed into the quote unquote uneducated people, the people that don't know how how politics run,
Mhm.
that they don't know the reason why the economy was the way it is. They don't know none of this. All they know is you're the president. I'm broke. When you wasn't the president, I had food stamps. I had stimulus checks. I had this. I had that. You didn't feed to the uneducated or a stupid person. The Republican did that. You're broke because they're sending money to other countries. You're broke because immigrants are coming to America and they're taking your jobs. That's why you're broke. They made it plain and simple.
And they eating your pets.
And they eat your pets. Well, now you don't got no pet. Now you got to spend money to go get another pet.
Mhm.
They made it plain and simple. The Republican, not even Republicans, Donald Trump administration, he did it last time, he did it this time. He feeds to your fear and he feeds to your insecurity. And I'm sorry, that's gonna win every time. People don't, bro. I'm not gonna act like I just pay attention to politics and stuff like that. But I know way more politics than the average Joe Schmo. And I know that, bro. Y'all dropped the ball because y'all didn't feed. Like I'm watching this, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Can you put it in lame terms? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a politician. Put it in lame terms so I can understand. And that's just was it. People just understood. Like, y'all the reason I'm broke at this moment.
With how huge the immigration problem in this country has been, or whatever, I've seen Kamala been asked about this, and she went to talk about, her record about in California, and fighting off cartels and people trying to smuggle drugs across the border, and so she's strong on border patrol. Great. What is your plans to stop this, and what is your plans for the current people that are here that are currently undocumented, and the current people that are here that are trying to become uh, naturalized? Like, what is the process for that? Because one thing that both sides had to agree on, that there was an immigration problem, and it was evident, bro. People was getting put on buses to get sent to what you call, I guess, what, savior cities or whatever, like, and it was like watching a movie, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, and getting held in these shelters, and different things is going on with them, and it's like, is this America? Like, it kind of got very like weird to see, and that wasn't really addressed on the Democratic side or her side.
She didn't explain the why. Okay, I'm not even talking about the illegal people because illegal immigrants come
All the time.
Any administration.
But why was they coming in droves?
The people that you allowed into the country legally, because they weren't there illegally. They were there legally. They put a system in place for them to get here. Why? And okay, I'm Haitian, so I know a lot about immigration stuff, and I know that certain people are here because of, for example, like Haiti. We don't got a president. The whole thing happened, earthquake shit happened, whatever. That was them helping the country. People have alliances that you have to, you have to, you ally with. I feel like she didn't address the reason why these people is here. she was so stuck on the political stuff. Okay, I did this. I have the best stats. Once again, dumb it down for me. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means for you. Or you kick this cartel out, and what does that mean? Why are these people here? I feel like she would have explained, and she would have fed into people soft side. Like, bro, these people are here because the same opportunity. Bro, you have Hispanics who are voting against her because of immigration. The same Hispanics that the reason why you're here is because your family and your family's family had an opportunity to come here. She didn't feed into that. Like, it's like you keep talking about throwing these stats at me. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Oh, this 33% of this. I don't know what that means, bro. These people are here because of this. They had an opportunity. They have an opportunity to come here to make a way for themselves. They're here legally. They're not here illegally. They didn't cross the borders under a tunnel. And here's why they're here. They didn't touch on that. And meanwhile, like I said, people are broke. These people come here. They're getting food stamps. They're getting all this, and I'm broke. They're taking my money. There we go.
And to add on to your point about speaking directly to the American people, it wasn't until Barack Obama, went out there, I think at the Democratic National Convention, and a few times afterwards,
And he did he addressed it the best. He didn't even address it the best way he could have, but he's the only one that actually addressed it. Go ahead.
in regards to the stimulus checks, that people have been giving Donald Trump good credit for, and the money that they were getting during COVID, that they were giving him the credit for. He basically said it's something that I've been saying, but I don't know why the Democratic Party and Kamala haven't just broken it down plain and simple.
Make it clear.
We were in a pandemic
because of Trump.
Because of Trump. That's different. That's different topic. Any president, any Congress would have had to give out money. The country was shut down.
They didn't do it to save y'all there. They did it to save the country. Y'all just so happened to be in the country.
Like, it wasn't like, yes, people are starving, but our country is dying. We need to give them money so they can pay for this, pay for that, and in return, it'll come back and benefit the economy in the short term.
Which it did.
And it did just that. Like Obama went on to say, the only difference is with Trump and other presidents who have gave out stimuluses before and after, is that they didn't put their name on it. It said the United States of America or the U.S. Congress.
That said Donald J. Trump.
He put his name on it. And y'all treated it like he went to his banker.
Hey, bro, I need to cut out $3 trillion.
And, $1,200 a piece. And let's mail it to everybody around the country. That's how y'all treated it.
And make sure we give some to the kids, too, because the kids got to eat.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how y'all really treated it. And that just wasn't the case. If
all the
anything...
loans, all that. Employers were not able to pay their employees. So we have to give them some type of relief so the employees can get paid, so the employees can turn around and spend money in the country so we can get this tax.
And a lot of people aren't working. They lost their jobs. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to open up unemployment. We're going to pump it and allow people to maintain a certain level of income so they can spend money, so they can pay their bills and stay afloat so the country can continue to run. It was a cycle that they started. And it worked in the short term because
everybody was eating.
Everybody was eating, and it was lovely. And a lot of people got married to that reality and thought that they were being blessed.
But like I said earlier, people, you got to put shit in layman's term. People don't understand how economics work. Like, when you see all this money pumping into the country, whatever the case, you just think, oh, yeah, we good, we living great. We got free money. So people not working. People at clubs every weekend because they got money. But that money has to come back. They're not giving it away. It has to come back.
And now, in 2024, in the last couple of years, what we've been suffering through is called inflation.
From the money that was given out.
All that money that was given out. Inflation is the issue now. To why rent is sky high, gas is up compared to what it was. groceries are expensive. Like everything you can think of has gone up. Those $10 plates you should go to a restaurant and get,
Oh,
they
yeah.
17.
Oh no, $10. That $10 is just taxes.
When I asked you the other day
What?
about food,
Oh yeah, you're like, what can I get for under $10? In 2024, you trying to get something for under $10? But you might go to Dust
I
Spot. You
wanted
might
to
be
grab a
lucky.
bite, but I ain't feel like spending too much money because I wasn't really that hungry. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get right real quick. And that boy said in 2024,
You trying to get a $10 plate or something for $10? All right, you're gonna be
like
driving around until your gas run out.
all that, all what we just discussed is why those things aren't what they are anymore. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what was annoying, bro? Because like I said, unless I'm more like pod or like discussing with people that I know, I'm not discussing politics with people because people just don't understand shit. And like I said, I'm not gonna act like I'm just the biggest politician. I just
Yeah,
understand.
yeah, yeah.
But it's just like, bro, people don't understand. COVID happened in 2020. The elections was in 2020, bro. Literally everything that happened during 2020, and a year later, Joe Biden came in office and took over all that extra bullshit, all that money that was given out. Listen, let me tell you something. If COVID would have happened in 2016, 2017, y'all would have realized that this would have happened under any president. Barack Obama would have had this going on, and he had probably one of the best economies since Bill Clinton and whatever. Any president that would have took over in 2020 would have dealt 2021 would have dealt with the same shit. And then another thing that was annoying is like, bro, y'all talking about the country's in danger under Kamala or whatever the case may be, when really the country was in danger over under Donald Trump. That's why 400,000 people died from COVID because of his inept ability to run a country. In 2018, the department that Obama put in place, the disease control.
2014.
No, I'm saying 2018. He
Oh,
disbanded.
2018. Okay,
He
okay.
disbanded in 2018. And in 2020, we have a fucking pandemic. 2014, for y'all don't know, in Ebola, one of the many times Ebola attempted to make a comeback. In 2014, Ebola slowly started spreading, but they had a department in place that prevents disease from spreading, and they jumped on it to where we no longer hear about Ebola. One of the first things he did was disband it, talking about what's the point of them being there? They don't do nothing. Yeah, they don't do nothing because they're there to make sure nothing has to be done. And then as soon as you get rid of them, 2 years later, we have a COVID crisis that could have been stopped because
That he was warned about.
20, November of 2019, you was warned about it.
Yeah.
You just it's China being who the whoop or China fake news. And then when it hit American soil, it was too late because you didn't stop it in its track like Obama did with Ebola. Ebola could have been just as bad, but he stopped it in its tracks. Like I'm not gonna say Obama. Other presidents did it. That's not the first disease that came about before, but your inept ability to run a country and be aware of shit is the reason why the American people is in that position. And then that's the same reason why the American people are voting for you. Kind of crazy.
And to piggyback off of that, not only did he allow it to happen, when it got here, he said he was acting like it wasn't that serious. He was telling people to drink bleach.
It's gonna go over. It's gonna go away like
or whatever other sanitary products you got in your home. I'm pretty sure it can do the job of killing COVID. Like he was literally downplaying it.
Now that was his non-political way of keeping the country at ease. No, because president would have did this. Presidents have a way of keeping everybody at calm.
But people are already taking it as a joke, and you know how serious it is. Yeah. You got your health advisors telling you we need shutdowns, we need this and that, and you're downplaying it.
Bro, the mandate is shut down. So, bro, they were saying the country to shut down in January. They were like, bro, if we shut the country down now, we can get ahead of this still. It wasn't until March when he was like, okay, let's do it. When people just started dying at an alarming rate. It should have never touched American soil. But that's what happened when you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
And fast forward 4 years, 4 months, the Democrats and Kamala Harris did not touch on any of that. They did not break it down to the American people about why we are in the state that we are in today. Kamala chose for her election to be about women's reproductive rights. She also talked about right before the election. I'm not sure if this is something.
Alley-hoop marijuana.
Yeah, she wanted to decriminalize marijuana.
nationally.
Why that was something that she decided to vocalize 3 days before the election? If that's something that she really wants to do, and why wasn't that already a bulletin, like a strong bulletin beforehand? Like, there's no reason for you to tweet that 3 days before. You know why you tweeted that? Because you wanted to make your stance clear. Why wasn't it already clear? And that being said, those two things, that's not moving the needle. If this is the
Marijuana
needle, those
being
things moved it like that.
marijuana should have been the fourth or fifth thing on the agenda, and abortion rights should have been maybe the fourth or fifth thing on the agenda. And I don't want to listen. I don't want to come off insensitive because I feel like it's your body, it's your choice. I honestly agree with that, but that's not what's gonna move the needle, bro. People want to know what's gonna happen with their pockets. People want to know what's happening with the fear of immigrants coming over and taking over the country, bro. If what's crazy, I sent you a text message. If Kamala, whether or not you believe you was gonna do it or not, whatever. If she would have said her plan to make sure everybody and everything come down, whatever the case may be, or continue to go down, because the economy has gotten better from 2021 to now. We could honestly say that, whether you want to believe it or not. If she would have laid out a clear plan for the economy, would have laid out a clear plan for a child tax credit for America, because we know how much y'all love child tax credit, and she would have laid out a clear plan for this immigration thing, along with the abortion and the what you call it. I honestly feel like she could have won. She didn't address anything that people had going on, bro. Address anything. And then what's crazy? You could have ran your main stitch could have been the student loans, because you actually made efforts and you actually canceled student loans. The reason why it couldn't be more is because they kept blocking it every time. That could have been your push to make sure the people that you want, the Senate, the Congress, all that shit. Don't just vote for me. Vote for the people that can help me get this across. That could have been your push. Instead of you want to talk about abortion, I'm sorry, that's not pushing the needle, bro. Especially in a country where it's 45 to 50% of the people that's voting for you in menopause. They can't have kids anyways. They don't care about that.
In menopause, and the fundamental religious belief among Americans is Christianity.
Christianity. They don't want that anyways.
Most Christians are voting against abortion. Most of them. So for that to be
your niche, that's your number one niche. Any commercial you've seen about Kamala was about abortion.
Women's reproductive rights.
Woman reproductive rights. I'm sorry, that's not moving the needle, bro.
That's not moving the needle.
That's not gonna get it done, bro.
And ladies, remember what was number 3, number 4?
I don't know, but I voted for you.
I voted yes.
I voted for you.
I voted yes. At this point, I don't remember.
I don't remember which one it was. But yes.
I voted yes. I'm in Florida. It didn't. I mean, it counted, but it didn't count.
It didn't count.
We needed 60%. We got 57%. I voted yes. That it didn't move the needle.
Didn't move the needle.
It didn't move the needle. You needed to come with stuff about putting money into people's pockets. How are you going to affect their bottom line? Like, how are you going to? You could have hit them with something about these expensive rent prices.
Oh, rent gouging. That's what I was going to say.
Rent gouging.
That should have been top 3 all over. Top 3. Bro, people cannot pay their rent.
How you was going to put certain stipulations in place, federal guidelines on rent gouging and price gouging and things of that nature. I forgot what exactly it was, but I remember when Bernie Sanders was running, he talked about taxing the rich and this and that and removing certain benefits from the rich and how he was going to funnel that back into the middle class. He had an economist structured plan. Now, granted, she had 4 months, but who were you sitting with when you guys were talking about what is going to be the bulletins you're going to run off of? Because why are you not talking about what's directly affecting the American people?
But you want to know something, though? And it's because I pay attention. Donald Trump is tapped in with the people, though.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is tapped in with the people that actually boots the ground, that lives this regular day shit to know what's going on. Donald Trump is a billionaire. You think Donald Trump know that rent is too high unless somebody tells him about it? He has people in his corner like, this is what people are talking about. This is what people are talking about. She doesn't have that. She doesn't have those people in
She
his
has
corner.
people that's worried about her image and her look and how things are going to be presented and things of that nature and what podcast and what platform she's going to go on and not go on.
Democrats, let me tell y'all something. Moving forward, this whole political image is out the window. Donald Trump took it out the window with him.
Donald Trump sat down with the National Black Journalism Caucus.
Yeah.
He sat down with them, and he knew they was going to come crazy at him. He sat down with everybody. Because you know why? He wanted to make sure everybody knew what he said that he wanted to do. Whether it was some trickery involved or anything like that, the message that he wanted to get across to you, to paint the picture he wanted to paint, he wanted it to be everywhere as much as possible. And that's what he did.
Whether it sway you towards him or away, you gonna know. Bro, my cousin, like my sister, she don't know nothing about no politics. She could name about at least three things that Donald Trump said he was going to do. She can't name one thing beside the abortion shit. Not even abortion. She said the marijuana shit.
Yeah.
That was the most recent shit you talked about. That you said that you were going to do as a Democratic nominee. That's not a good thing. You have to speak to the bottom. I'm keep saying bottom tier because I don't really like how that sound. But you gotta speak to the bottom tier people that don't understand nothing. When my mom is talking to me about the politics, she should know exactly what you say you're gonna run for, what you're gonna do, whatever. I shouldn't have to explain to her. She should be able to explain it to me because my mom not supposed to. Whatever. She just knew you lost when it was 8-3 because you did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you did a horrible job.
Granted, she had 4 months, 3.5.
Who fought is that?
When Biden ran, everybody knew that he was leading with canceling student loans debt. He got the youth and the people in middle age who had all these debts and everything, that he got them inspired. On top of coming off of COVID and everything and people ready for a change, seeing all the people that died, he was running off of that. There was not a strong enough push of what she was running on, and that's where she failed. As much as I like to think majority of us respect women and believe that it is their right. That is not a strong enough agenda. It's just not. Weed isn't a strong enough agenda.
Push the needle.
And
shut up. Huh? What you laughing about?
No, I was just gonna say, bro. Like, if you want to,
people voted interest, whatever that means.
People vote their interest.
People vote their interest. But make sure your interest, you know what interest you're voting for. Don't vote on false interest. Vote on some interest that really can happen, that really affects you. And we're going to leave that at that.
No, why you want to leave it at that, bro?
It's not even.
No, but I feel like we should talk about it more.
The election already happened, bro.
I feel like we should talk about it more, though, bro. Like,
thug free, bro. Somebody say ain't thug free or
something? When I went to the ballot, bro. When I went to the ballot, bro, I voted yes on Amendment 3.
Which one's that?
That for the marijuana.
Okay, that's good.
And I voted yes on Amendment 4 for abortion rights. I voted yes. And when I look at Amendment 3 about the marijuana and the legalization of it in Florida, I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, like the decriminalization of it, you know, with people getting arrested for it, you know, these little grams and things of that nature, and sending black men to jail and minorities to jail because of it. Right. And, you know, so I voted yes. And not everybody that I know felt like that should be legal.
I'm tired of you fucking potheads. I'm tired of y'all. I'm be honest with you. I'm be honest with you. I don't feel like you should go to jail for having weed. I don't feel like that, bro. But I'm tired of having conversations with people. Because as you know, we're trying to build a business here, bro. And we have conversations, like great talks. I'm talking about we about to push the needle with these conversations. And I talk to you a day later and you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because you was high out of your mind. I'm sorry, I voted no. I did. I'm sorry I did. But I want to let you know, because I said you got to explain to the people why you did it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it because I feel like you should go to jail. I don't feel like you should go to jail for weed. I'm tired of you motherfuckers ruining what I got going on, so I voted my interest. I did. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it no more, bro. I'm tired of having these pointless conversations, bro. Too many times I had these important conversations, bro.
Full exciting conversation.
Bro, I'm talking about we had a plan laid out. I call you tomorrow to follow up on it. Bro, what you talking about, bro? I said that? Oh no. Oh no. Don't worry. It's either you gonna stop smoking, or you go to jail. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you quit. I'm gonna help you quit. So I voted no. He talking about me. I voted no. Oh no. Enough is enough.
And as you can see, bro, that's not moving the needle.
That's not moving. Nope.
And I know a few other people who are around my age who voted no.
Yeah.
Even though I voted yes.
I'm tired of you coming to fucking work smelling like all type of Victoria's Secret because you just smoked a fucking pound in the car.
We got Victoria's Secret.
Bro, have some class about yourself, bro. You can't eat because you ain't smoked yet. I'm tired of that shit, bro. You ruining the population, bro. You ruining us, bro. I don't think you should go to jail though.
Everybody vibing good.
Everybody
go to the restaurant.
Good. Everybody go eat, but let me go to the car real quick. What the fuck do you mean? No. Oh no.
But yeah, man.
And it's not because I don't smoke. I'm not one of the people because I don't do it. You can't. No. I don't got no problem with that. But do it with some class, bro. That's it. Do it with some class.
Be respectful about it.
Be respectful about it, bro.
And to be honest, I seen one person say that they're happy that it didn't become legalized because then the dope boys would have been out of a job and things of that nature.
You could just go to Publix and get it.
Yeah, and whatnot. So that's that side of it too. But yeah, horrible job by the Democratic Party. I'm not gonna blame Kamala because
no. Kamala did what she had to. No, she didn't do what she had to do.
No, she didn't do what she had to do.
But she did the best.
She did the best that she could have done.
Not the best because she didn't do the best.
Yeah, no, she didn't do. She did a good job
with the time
with the time that she had. Yeah. She didn't have a good team.
No, she had a horrible team.
They steered her wrong.
The last 2 weeks, they were putting boots around.
Let them go.
You know when I knew she was gonna lose? When I see Megan the drunk.
Megan Thee Stallion.
And I'm telling you something. They lucky alcohol wasn't on the ballot. I would have voted no to that too. I'll be honest with you. If alcohol was on the ballot, I would have voted no.
You'd have voted to put it back in prohibition.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. I'm voting my interest. From now on, I'm voting my interest. Everybody can vote their interest. I'm voting my interest. Yup.
Yeah. She did as good as a job that she could have done given certain things, but her team failed her, bro. And she didn't do herself any justice. We're not getting her message across to the American people. And now we have to see what's going on with Trump. He did what he was supposed to do. He said a lot of things that he's going to do. We'll see if we can touch on that. But yeah, you said before we move on.
Yeah, I was about to say before we move on. Whoever was advising Kamala, and they told her not to go to
Joe Rogan
was a mistake.
Yeah, you don't need to be part of nobody's campaign ever again.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
And to only try to give him an hour.
Yeah, an hour. Talking about, bro, you're not. He doesn't need you. You need him. He can help you get elected. You can't do nothing for Joe Rogan. And for you, you only got an hour? Nah, buddy. And you go sit down with. I'm not gonna say because I ain't gonna turn down another black man, but nah.
Yeah.
Not Shannon Sharp, by the way. Shannon Sharp, my guy.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, man. So it's just a lot of head scratches. Now, we didn't spend enough time on that. Depending on whatever. I want to talk to.
Oh, before you do that, I'm not voting no more. Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm done voting. I'm done. I'm gonna vote for Florida elections because that really impacts me. I'm not voting for the main election. That's great.
Why not?
It's a waste of time. First of all, if I'm gonna vote, I'm in Florida, which is a red state majority of the time. Unless we're gonna have a candidate that I feel like can
really
inspiring, but that can really flip
Florida,
I'm not voting. That's when people say my vote don't count. I felt like my vote didn't count because it didn't. You got beat the fuck up in Florida. Why the fuck Florida was called within the first hour of the election?
Yeah.
Like, come on, no.
Florida.
Next time my voice to get Ron, what nigga name? DeSantis?
Yeah.
I think he got to get out of there anyways. But
yeah, we can't allow no part twos of him.
No, we can't do that.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Y'all already fucked up.
And we don't need no successor or anything like that.
No.
Yeah. But yeah. I want to talk about the backlash after the election. I kind of want to speak about that. A lot of people sad, um, crying. I was more on the disappointed side of things, not because I wanted her to win, but I didn't really expect her to win. I had a hope that she would win because I didn't want to see the outcome of another 4 years under Trump because I seen his handiwork.
Yeah.
And I'm getting sick and tired of people telling me that we need to
we need change.
we need change and we need to see what he does. I already seen what he does.
Seen it.
I seen his handiwork. It killed hundreds of thousands of Americans. Millions of people.
Somebody that died because of COVID, or somebody that knows.
Millions of people died around the world. Some of y'all done caught it about 3-4 times.
Yeah. Y'all facial features done changed because of COVID.
Y'all breathing done changed. Y'all now have. Some of y'all still ain't got taste in y'all mouth.
Bro, I was about to say, this girl told me her grandmother cannot taste food. I said, what? She was like, yeah, she lost her. She older, obviously, grandmother, but she lost her taste and never got it back. I'm like,
some of y'all still can't taste. Yeah. We seen this man handiwork.
Yep. What's next?
We won't be able to see. I'm good, bro. So, but I got to deal with it now. He's here. So yeah, that's why I wanted her to win. But the pride that I see some people have, that they voted for Trump, and Megan said it. Vote your interests. You know what I'm saying? If you well off, you making money, or there's certain things you really believe in. Like if you're really taking a religious stance against some of the stuff that the Democratic Party pushes or whatever, I could understand and kind of get into your mindset of why you voted Republican. But some of you guys are acting like you guys are millionaires, or you guys are law-abiding citizens, or you guys are taxpayers. Some of you guys are acting like I'm not trying to talk down on people.
Talk down.
Some of you guys are acting like y'all got it like that.
You're broke.
Some of y'all acting like y'all not struggling to pay rent.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to really figure out what about Trump's policies do you think is going to benefit you? You are American. You weren't. Your parents are American. Your grandparents is American. Like born here. This immigration stuff, it has no. It don't really impact you. You can get a job easily. If you don't have a job, you don't want a job. You were born to speak English. You were born to write in English.
You Americans are fucking lazy. Shut the fuck up. You guys are lazy. Y'all talking about all these, y'all see Jamaicans, Haitians, Trinidadians, Indians, Chinese people come here and they own blocks. You know why? Because they put in the fucking work. You're mad because you don't get no food stamps. That's why you're mad. You're not mad because people come here and they put in the work in and they bring family over and all that shit. You're mad because you're not getting the help that you want. You don't want to put in work. And
you ever been on food stamps?
Yeah, 2020. I was eating good.
I'm talking as a kid.
I mean, if I was, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't think. Matter of fact, no. My mom tried to apply it. They gave her $16 a month. 16 for 4 months. For 4 months, and then they told her to reapply. Then she could get more money. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So I got food stamp for 4 months, and I got some good cornflakes. I don't do frosted. Good cornflakes and some 2% milk and some water for 4 months.
Some of y'all been on food stamps y'all whole life. Me personally, I never got no food stamps.
Yeah.
I never got it.
Yeah.
And I lived in the hood my whole life.
Yeah.
I guess we were just the better off people living in the hood. Some of y'all been living on food stamps your whole life, government assistance. Y'all do know he's trying to cut that off, right? He's trying to stop those programs. One of the major beliefs of the Republican Party is that giving or that those type of programs is enabling people to stay on those programs, which there is some truth to it. You guys voted against your interests in hopes that you guys will be getting money that
They're trying to take away from
will not happen. Um, and in terms of immigrants, not even immigrants, I'm gonna go back to Americans and the sons and daughters of immigrants who are citizens. You guys have family members. You guys have friends that are getting paid under the table. They're waiting for approval to go to school. 4 or 5 years after high school, they still can't go to school
you.
yet.
They can't go to school.
They're taking these low paying jobs because they don't have the proper documents to work a better paying job. Y'all know these people.
You know them. You do. You talked to them today, earlier this morning.
And you just hit them with a big F bomb to their face.
You probably didn't tell them who you voted for.
Nah. You hit them with a big F bomb to your face because you think you're so smart. You think you just you're beating the conspiracy. You the real conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's the thought process in your head. You didn't care about the person you called friend, brother, or sibling.
We keep it as vague as possible. We seen somebody who their whole family is working under the table. At some point was working under the table.
Mm-hmm.
They're married to somebody
Mm-hmm.
who at one point recently was working on the table until they got married.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about they're voting for Trump, the person who's going to end programs that can potentially help your loved ones. But you're talking about your pockets and not your husband. You're voting to get your husband kicked out.
The senior advisor of Trump said the denaturalization process is starting immediately. Now, it's capped because Trump is not in office as of yet.
Yeah, no, but I don't know if you've seen. They said they're getting an order.
Yeah.
So that means once he get in office,
Yeah.
first thing.
Yeah, they drawing it up.
We drawing it up.
Yeah, they drawing it up.
Explain to them what that means, just in case y'all didn't know. For the people in the back that didn't know what that means right now.
The drawing up part?
No, the denaturalization part.
That means that those who have became citizens,
right. They're legal. The word was legal. Yeah. If you're legal, you're good.
The ones that have became legal, right, to pay taxes, vote, and things of that nature, they are trying to reverse that. So the people that say, "Oh, all my people straight, we good."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good. I've been certified. There is a process being started for that to change.
Right. And then for the people that says, "Oh, that would have happened because they already," let's not forget about the whole abortion shit that had already happened. It was set in stone, sealed and signed.
Roe v. Wade had been around for years.
Sealed and signed. It was already donezo. And then we had to put it on a ballot to make sure that y'all didn't lose your rights. Remember that. I'm a petty nigga. I want to see all that shit happen. I'm honest with you. I want to see it happen. And people that gonna say, "Oh, you're not for the country," I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not.
You're wishing bad on people?
Yeah, I am. I'm a petty nigga. I'm sorry. I'm a petty nigga. I want people to. I hate when people try to be so different. Because that's what annoyed me about this election. Y'all not voting. I have not heard one person who told me that they're voting for Trump for an actual reason that was like, you got a point. And I'm the type of nigga, if you got a point, you got a point. Nobody have ever came up to me with an idea. Y'all vote because he's different, or you want to go away. And I don't really care if y'all vote, y'all don't.
Now, granted, I must say,
I'm listening.
Kamala didn't really give them much to believe in.
Right.
So,
but Trump neither. We've seen it already. We've seen your work.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
But these people, they don't gotta. Dog, imagine me, right? Like, bro, forget that. We all, most of us watch sports. When somebody gets drafted to the NBA and they get a chance to really show what they can do, sometimes after that first year, they're off of that person. Anthony Bennett didn't get too much grace.
No, he had like 2 years to show.
Like, a lot of these times, these people are sent to the G League. A couple years they're in China or whatever. Like Jalen Hood-Schifino, the Lakers have already declined his team option. Like, Killian Hayes, he's almost out the league
Oh,
type
he's
of.
out. He's gone. He's gone.
Like, these are people that 2 years in, we had 4 years of Donald Trump. Freaking, bro, NFL quarterbacks nowadays, bro, they start 5 games off bad, they're to the bench, bro.
Anthony Richardson.
Bro, what's my dog, Josh Rosen?
Yeah.
Never got a chance, really. Trey Lance.
No,
never got a chance, really.
He's still on the bench.
Donald Trump had 4 years.
4 chances.
I've seen his handiwork, and I'm currently living in his handiwork.
Yep, living there.
What more did you need to see? Or you want him to finish the job?
Let me tell you something. Republicans stick by each other no matter what. His own former vice president. Oh no. I'm done. Because one thing about these people that's really these, I'm gonna say we're Republicans. They live and die by that manual book. They live and die by that manual book. When you try to do shit against it, you lose them. If your own
the manual book that he's referring to is the Constitution. They live and die by it. So much so that some of them probably still look at us as like what a quarter human.
Yeah.
They live and die by it. Mike Pence, I think he was on record saying that you can cure being gay with electroshock therapy.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's how conservative he is.
Yeah.
He was stronger and more conservative on topics more than Trump. That's why Trump got him. Yeah. He's the super duper conservative guy. Yeah. When Trump incited the insurrection on January 6th, he said, "Whoa." Yeah. I said I could shock the gay out of people, but you trying to deny the election results? Mm-hmm. No. He stepped in and said, "No, we got to do something about this." Mm-hmm. Why do you think he wasn't the running mate again? They fell out. All these charges that Trump, some of it has something to do with paying off money and all this other stuff. Some of it is to do with the election and his part in it. I don't understand the thought process of people. And you voted for Trump, you voted for white privilege. Because
you better catch a body, and I better get councilman something.
No, you're going to jail.
No, oh no. I got a prerequisite.
You voted for white privilege because this man is a felon. And he's allowed to run for president. You're a felon. Well, no, you didn't vote for him if you're a felon. But
you know why? Because you couldn't vote.
You can't even vote and you're a felon. Because there's some people who didn't vote who's pro-Trump.
Yeah.
Who couldn't vote or didn't vote, and they're pro-Trump.
You have an F on your report card, or multiple Fs on your report card. Like him. He got 34 of them.
And you're pro-Trump. And you have somebody in your family who rehabilitated, but they have that felon on their record, and they can't get approval of apartments. They can't work at certain jobs. The job tells me, "Hey, you got it." Background comes back. Sorry, we can't hire you.
Nah, brother, man.
And you voted for that man to be president. Y'all don't. Some of y'all not from the burbs. A lot of y'all not. Y'all know these people. Y'all know these people in y'all families, especially the Yanks. Cause y'all know your families get down like that. I'm sorry.
Yanks, y'all do it. Y'all did that shit.
So I'm confused. Now, granted, I'm not really a proponent of people falling out with their friends over this, but I can understand it.
I'm be honest with you.
I can understand it.
I don't want to talk politics ever again with people because I look at you weird.
Yeah. I definitely start.
I start looking at your morals. And like I said, I told you, I'll say this on here. There's a lot. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably more Republican than Democrat as far as like what they actually. Like,
yeah, what I believe, my beliefs.
What I believe and what they believe in, I probably align with them way more than I align with Democrats. But I come to find that a lot of Republican presidents don't have the morality that I look for in people.
Yeah.
So I choose morality over what I align with per se. But nah, bro, I gotta look at you weird, bro. To be honest with you, I gotta look at you weird. When you have somebody in your corner in your house that just got their papers and you vote for a person that's willing to take that away. Like, come on, bro, what are you doing, bro? Because the possibility of getting a check.
And I live in South Florida. Most of us have Haitian friends,
Haitian
immigrant
friends.
friends,
Fuck
Spanish,
Haitians, Jamaicans, anybody.
Spanish, like most of us. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, but to finish on. Yeah, probably get less. Yeah. What I will say is though, lastly, on this topic, there's been a lot of Christians. A lot of Christians, you know, I didn't even know some of y'all was Christian, to be honest with y'all. I didn't even know y'all believe in God. I'm gonna be honest with you. How y'all act?
I got Jesus peace.
I ain't even know y'all believe in God. I ain't seen no godly characteristics or features in a lot of y'all. And I'm not saying, you know, you gotta be
a certain way.
Right. But I'm just saying, I ain't know y'all was that way. I have never seen that much Jesus is King posts. Right. I would have thought y'all just found out that day. I have never seen that many posts of people saying God is in control. What are y'all trying to tell me? What are y'all really trying to say? Because some of y'all go under the guise, oh, I don't vote with Trump or Kamala, but I voted Trump. God is in control. But stand on business, bro. Stand on business and say it with your chest, bro. Just say you vote with Trump, bro. Don't bullshit me, bro.
And can I say something for the people that I'm gonna be honest with you, I said something a couple days ago in the chat. This being funny. I'm like, well, no, I'm not being funny because this smell kind of racist outside. But I said the outside smell racist. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think Trump is racist.
I don't.
I said it last time he ran. I've said it this time. I don't think Trump is racist. Yeah. But I think Trump knows how to align with the people that's gonna get him in position.
He knows the people that will support him. Yeah. He knows that if he says something, right, the people that will follow behind it. Yeah. And he's okay with getting some racist support. Yeah. If it means that he gets what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's been times where KKK people and stuff like that have, you know, supported him, and he didn't necessarily condone their actions, but he didn't stray away from the support.
No.
He straddled the fence on it. And he's comfortable doing that if it means he's going to win. Now, if you want to say he's a despicable human being and he creates division and everything like that, cool. But I don't think he's racist.
No, I don't think he's racist.
And sadly, that's what you guys voted for. Somebody who's comfortable doing those things to win. And yeah. Now, like I was saying, I don't think that people should really fall out with people because of their political and religious beliefs. But I will say, some of y'all probably wasn't as cool as y'all thought. And there's also a narrative real quick that people are saying that voting for Kamala or Trump was a decision between women's reproductive rights. And now people are saying that, oh, Trump said that he's not going to mess with abortion. He's going to let the states decide. Before Donald Trump left office, he appointed some of the Supreme Court justices, and he appointed conservative Supreme Court justices. So, that being said, Donald Trump has an agenda. The conservatives, the Republicans have an agenda. Why do you think Roe v. Wade was reversed? Because the justices that he implemented voted against it. Yeah. He was already out of office, but they carried through his agenda. So when he says,
I get y'all in, y'all do the job.
So when he says, I'm not going to, if I become president, dictate on abortion, he's not lying. He's telling the truth because he already got his boys to do it, his boys and girls to do it. Now he's left it up to the states. Some states have already banned it. Some states who still allow it make it so restrictive that it's within the first 6 weeks. Now, granted, I identify as a Christian. I'm not necessarily for abortion, but I believe God gave us freedom of choice, and I don't think it's necessarily my right to tell women what they should not do. Now, granted, if I was in a position, I probably would want a little say. But I still remain in that position that I don't feel like, it should be my decision. And sometimes you want to leave that back door open. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
in case.
Just in case.
Because they say he forgive.
Just in case.
I got to make a decision.
Just in case I got to make a tough decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the next decision going to be some staircases.
yeah,
I don't want to do that. That's going to be way harder to explain to big man than that decision.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But and I just think people need to be educated on the process of these things, because a win for Kamala Harris would have meant that there's rumor that some of the justices, at least 2 of them, will be retiring soon, because that's a position you hold until you die.
Yeah. Or until you step down.
Until you step down. And some of them, at least 2 of them, may have been retiring. And you know who gets to pick the next justices? The president. So she would have been able to get some of her people in. Who knows? Roe v. Wade could have been back implemented. Mm-hmm. So that was the whole conundrum versus women reproductive rights. That she was going to fight for people.
This is an important election. I know they say every election is important.
It was very important for women's reproductive rights. Unfortunately, the support wasn't behind that agenda enough, and unfortunately, the support was not behind Kamala Harris enough to get that done. But we don't got too much time left.
Before we end up, I think Kamala wins against anybody else. I think Kamala wins against any other Republican they would have put in front of her. But Donald just had too much of a backing.
Yeah, he has too much of a backing, and he's mastered what both parties have failed to be able to do, is speak to both sides.
Yeah.
Speak to all people. Because before Donald Trump, a Republican person wasn't speaking to black people.
They were speaking to
they were just speaking to all the whites. And there would be some coons, that feel like that.
They could
that go over there and he's talking to me. He wasn't talking to you. Donald Trump would be speaking to everybody.
He dumbs it down, bro.
Dumbs it down. Whether what he's saying is true or not, he's gonna paint the picture that he wants you to see.
Listen, more to start the Democrats moving forward. Let's keep in mind, as much we have too much information accessible to people now. Too much information is not good. No information is not good. You have to remember, people when it's too much shit that you gotta read and you gotta pay attention to, you just say fuck it. You have to dumb it down. So the next candidate that y'all have, make sure one, it's a worthy candidate, but 2, make sure they understand that they have to reach the masses. This whole political image that y'all got going, y'all trying to uphold, it's out the window. Let it go. I want my president to slip up and say a couple fuck you sometime. I'll be honest with you. Fuck. I'm sorry. Like, let's do it. I'm sorry. Let's do it.
Yeah, that whole perfect, clean-cut image, and it's not working no more.
And I keep saying this, but Kamala, she was in a perfect position because people were already looking at her like behind the 8 ball. Like, you couldn't fuck up more than you already. People looked at you as you fucked up. Run with it. Even when she tried not to be real or try to be authentic, it came off fake. Be real, like, bro. Like, hey man, I'm be honest with y'all. Just be real, bro. You know what I'm
saying? Essentially, this is what it comes down to, people. Allow people, because we're still facing the backlash of the elections, Christians, non-Christians, Trump voters, non-Trump voters, allow people to feel how they feel after this election. Stop trying to tell people that, why are you guys crying about it, things of that nature, God is in control. Stop making fun of people because, they're mad about their person didn't win. Allow people to feel how they feel. I'm saying, what I will say is, you better not spend the next 4 years too sad or too happy about it, because at the end of the day gonna end, and it's gonna end every single day. If God blesses you with another day to wake up and allows you to make it through that day, we have to do what we have to do. If you're young, don't let these 4 years pass you by. If you're older, hopefully you get to make it to the next 4 years. Hopefully you do things a little bit differently. I think that we can hope for the best and hope that some of the things, that he wants to do, he doesn't do. Like, he never ended up building the wall. He ran on that campaign.
That was his number one thing. He didn't fulfill his number one promise.
He ran on that lie.
Oh my goodness.
He ran on that lie. It was something
Lie's
that
so beautiful.
he was never going to be able to do. But that was his number one thing: build the wall.
And he was gonna make the who pay for it?
The Mexicans pay for it. You know, I just feel like, you know, we just gotta get through the next 4 years, bro.
And I really want to know, when do y'all think these stimulus checks gonna drop? I want to know, like, if he get in office in January, by what time do y'all think the stimulus checks gonna drop? By May, June? It got to be by May, June, because y'all been waiting for it for the last 4 years.
One more thing. To the people that said that these immigrants are stealing your jobs or everything like that,
You lazy fuck.
they're working the jobs that you didn't want to work.
Yeah.
They're working the jobs that you felt that you were too good for.
Yeah. I've never seen an American in a CNA or as a CNA.
Very
Clean
rare.
Shit.
The CNAs all be from Caribbean backgrounds, from different countries.
The housekeepers, you're not doing those jobs. Yeah, you're not doing those jobs.
A lot of the janitors and custodials in these hospitals and things like that, they're not American.
How many? Have you ever seen? Let me not say that because that's gonna sound ignorant. But y'all not cutting grass and all that. Y'all don't want to do all that type of shit.
A lot of you guys are not.
Yeah, a lot of you guys. Not everybody. A lot of y'all not doing that. So they're not taking your jobs.
They're not.
They're taking scraps and making something out of it. Shut the fuck up and do the same.
And their values aren't the same. So they're not spending their money on the stuff you're spending your money on.
Right.
So that's why they're able to move up and buy homes and
it's
things of that nature.
them living in a house until they can figure it out. And, you know.
Yeah, man. But hey, believe what you want to believe. That's how we felt about it. Let us know.
They might be doing some tricking though. They go do some tricking no matter what type of money you make.
Yeah, do some tricking. Yeah, got a trick habit. Yeah. But let us know what y'all was vibing with. Let us know if y'all voted for Trump or Kamala.
Don't let me know y'all voted for Trump or whoever y'all voted for.
Yeah, he don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, he don't want to know.
Because some of y'all I like.
Yeah.
I like y'all some.
Granted, like I said, it's not a deal breaker for me, but I might start looking at you a little weird, depending on why you say you voted for him. Because I know some friends. I got some friends that got some money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they wanted to, you know, vote their interest and stuff like that. Right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only people that I would agree to vote for Trump, even though it would be stupid as well, is the Yammers. I ain't gonna lie. If the Yammers voted for Trump, I get it. Yeah, y'all Yammers was up. Y'all Yammers was up. I understand if y'all voted for him. It's stupid. Because unless he gonna bring another COVID or something, you're not gonna get that opportunity again. But if y'all had to wait 4 years to get your money back up, y'all probably not that good at y'all job.
No, they wasn't that good.
Y'all probably should go.
No, y'all wasn't that good at it.
Y'all had to wait 4 years to try to get your money back up.
More of the story is 4 more years, man.
4 more years, man.
4 more years.
Free thug.
We gonna do another episode talking about all that stuff. That
Thug free. No, thug free.
Yeah, thug free. Thug is free.
Free
let us know what y'all think about everything. Appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for welcoming us back.
Free America.
It's Kyle the Kid, Mega the Boy, Vibe with Your Boys podcast, and we out.